We have a major update on the Knicks trade plans. According to an NBA Insider, we finally have more information on which Knicks player is the most likely to be traded at the deadline. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. This episode is presented by FanDuel. We have a goal of trying to reach 40,000 subscribers, and we could really use your support. If you enjoy daily Knicks content, please hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. The Knicks trade plans. Multiple reports have already confirmed that the Knicks will make a move at the trade deadline. But if the Knicks are going to make a trade, who's on the trade block? Shout out to NBA Insider with the New York Post, Steph Bondy, for giving us this following information. According to him, if I were listing the Knicks most likely to be dealt before the February trade deadline, the French native is probably number one on the list. He's speaking about Guerschon Yabusele. It's not that he'd bring back value, quite the opposite actually, but rather because his situation in New York has gotten so off track. So if he wouldn't bring back value, what would he bring back? What would a trade featuring Guerschon Yabusele look like for New York? Well, shout out to Steph Bondy once again with the New York Post for giving us more information on this situation. According to him, now keep in mind, Guerschon Yabusele was signed with the Knicks before Mike Brown was hired. So it's certainly not all on Yabusele. It's just been a bad fit. And if there's no resurgence between December 15th and February 6th, the Knicks would be better off attaching second-round draft capital to Yabusele for a rotation piece. And according to Bondy, that rotation piece would be a backup point guard. This is New York's win now window, and Yabusele's purpose inside of it is hard to find. From the player's perspective, I'm guessing a change of scenery with greater opportunity would be welcomed. If the Knicks trade Yabusele, they'll look to add a point guard in return. That's their trade plans. And in my opinion, that's a mistake. Give Tyler Kolek that opportunity. Give him the backup point guard position. He's already playing it. And then go out there and look for a wing. Add another wing to this team, to the bench. Somebody with size who can shoot the three ball and defend. If New York can add a player like that, it could be game changing. Just take a look at the second unit that normally New York runs out there. A lot of times, what is the criticism with that lineup? Normally, it's Karl-Anthony Towns is the biggest player on the court for New York. And then after him, who is it? Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. The lineup is so small. You need to add more size to the lineup. And how do you do that? By adding another wing to this team. Guerschon Yabusele, he was supposed to play alongside Karl-Anthony Towns, alongside Mitchell Robinson. The problem is New York can't do that because when they do that, clearly they are struggling. They cannot play Yabusele and do so in a way that helps them win games. That's why his minutes have been cut. That's why he's playing limited minutes. Right now, I agree to an extent with Steph Bondy. You need to make a trade and get another player on this team that actually fits, actually helps New York and what we're trying to do. If Guerschon Yabusele was actually the player we needed him to be off the bench, even if he was struggling defensively, but offensively, he was giving you something. He could do something. He could draw the defense or help you in that situation, but he's not even doing that. And there lies the problem. You need to be able to have some type of impact when you're on the floor. Make the most out of your minutes. Right now, if New York can make a trade that moves Yabusele and some second-round draft capital in order to get an impactful wing on this team, I am making that move every time because, in my opinion, that's the missing piece. That's the player New York needs to target. A wing with size that can give you defense and can add some three-point shooting. That changes everything for New York. And at the deadline, the Knicks need to look in that direction, not a backup point guard. And it's so ironic because the team the Knicks are going to be facing in the semifinals of the NBA Cup actually highlights why New York needs a wing. Look at the Orlando Magic when they're fully healthy. They have so much size. They make New York look small. That's another reason I hope at the deadline, if New York does make a trade, it's for a wing. But getting to these odds, and by the way, shout out to channel sponsor FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, for giving us these updated odds on who's going to win the NBA Cup semifinals between the Knicks and the Orlando Magic. And right now, FanDuel is giving the slight edge to the New York Knicks. You can see this based off of the spread and based off of the money line. The New York Knicks are a -4 on the spread and a -178 by the money line, while the Orlando Magic, they're at +150. This game is not going to be easy. Even if the Magic are going to be missing Franz, the Knicks are going to be missing a huge piece off the bench in Miles McBride. He is likely not going to play that game. The Magic, they're not going to make any excuses. And the Knicks, they better not make any excuses. They have said to everybody who will listen that this NBA Cup, it matters to them. They want it. They want to win it all. So if that's the case, you don't make any excuses. It's next man up mentality. You play with all the players you have available. You go out there and you take the victory. The Orlando Magic, at this point in time, have dominated the Knicks in almost every single matchup. Thankfully, the last time we played them, we finally beat them. This time around, we have a chance to tie the season series by beating them in the semifinals of the NBA Cup. And how sweet it would be that in the process of the Knicks getting to the NBA Cup finals, they beat the team that have been terrorizing them all season long in the Orlando Magic. That's exactly what I want the Knicks to do. And this Saturday, they are going to do that. They are going to get the job done. They are going to the NBA Cup finals, and they are going to win it all. This is the test the Knicks have been waiting for. And on Saturday, the Knicks are going to send a message to the league. The NBA is about to be on notice. If you didn't already know, you're about to find out. This season is our time, our year. New York is winning it all. And it starts with the NBA Cup. But what about you guys? What do you think about NBA Insider with the New York Post Steph Bondy stating that the most likely Knicks player to be traded by the deadline is Guerschon Yabusele? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below, and of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.